You have to be an idiot to believe in yourself against all the odds that logic will tell you more than likely will not happen.
Yeah.
Or you can have the audacity of a middle-aged Midwestern white man.
Come on.
And then you have that confidence, anything is possible.
Erik Gordon is an entrepreneur, an educator, a media innovator, and a straight-up brand architect. He's got jokes, he's got receipts, and he might just have the blueprint you need for your next big pivot. How would you tell actors to position themselves? Because we are in a very transactional business.
Yeah.
How would an actor position themselves?
I would tell them to start aligning themselves up with different projects that would raise their value. If some of those people I will not name knew what I know, they would make 10, 15 films a year.
This one is for you. So please welcome to the ActUp Podcast, the professor of the pivot, the dean of do-it-yourself, Erik Gordon. Welcome to the ActUp Podcast, where we interview creatives who act down. My name is Raven Drummer, and here we are with season 2 of the ActUp Podcast. All right. Yes. All right, so today's guest is what happens when a marketing genius, a creative disruptor, and your favorite professor all decide to share the same body. Erik Gordon is an entrepreneur, an educator, a media innovator, and a straight-up brand architect. He's the type of person that can teach a class on marketing strategy at Georgia State by day and then host the mid-pandemic late-night show called Stuck with Erik by night. Erik doesn't just talk about media. He builds it, he flips it, he teaches it to others, and he teaches people how to own it. Whether he's mentoring rising talent through the 100 Black Men of Atlanta or helping creatives turn ideas into empires, Erik brings that rare mix of street smarts, book smarts, and get it done energy. He's got jokes, he's got receipts, and he might just have the blueprint you need to bring for your next big pivot. So whether you're a multi-hyphenate creative, an aspiring mogul, or just someone who's tired of building someone else's dream, this one is for you. So please welcome to the ActUp Podcast, the professor of the pivot, the dean of do-it-yourself, Erik Gordon. Yes. It is such a pleasure to have you here.
I'm so happy to be here. And also, hi, Mom.
There
and
you go.
Dad, that was so nice.
Of course. I wanted to have you on because we met at an event earlier this year at my house. And in talking to you, I felt like, I could just sit at your feet and listen to what you have to say. I learned so much. And so I wanted to be able to bring you on the podcast so you could have an opportunity to share just a part of your brilliance with our audience. So thank you for being here.
You heard that?
Yes.
Somebody smart called me brilliant?
Yes.
Don't you forget that?
Brilliant, yes. So it's hard to literally specify what you do. So in your words, what do you do in your own words?
Yes.
Got it.
Look, the reason I say that, the reason I always, I never tell people exactly what I do, mainly because I think we live in a very transactional society.
Yeah.
So then people put worth on what you can do for them.
Yeah.
So I kind of I'll just play around hey, I recycle cans for a living. Come on down, and they're why are you on the red carpet? Oh, because, I vacuum after the red carpet. But what I actually do is I do a few things. That was very nice. Did you write that?
I had
was that ChatGPT?
I had a little help from ChatGPT,
okay.
but
cool.
but so I did a lot of research. You did a lot of research.
I didn't. Yeah. That was really nice.
Thanks.
But what do I do? Well, one of the main things I do is I am a partner at Film Hedge. Mm-hmm. We finance film and TV. Yeah. The other thing I do, I own a few other businesses. Mm-hmm. And the main thing, the reason I'm able to do those things is because I find people smarter than myself to run them. Okay. I own a podcast network. It's one of the largest minority-owned podcast networks in the country.
Nice.
And, when you asked, hey, what are you doing? I say, oh, yeah, I'll be there. And you didn't even tell me what it was for. So I'm just happy to I'm so happy to be here.
So I'm like, I could begin in a million different places.
Okay.
All right. So let's talk about some of the businesses that you've launched, because you've definitely a serial entrepreneur. So can you talk about some of those businesses? Do you have one? And tell us what has been the most exciting and what's the most challenging business that you've launched?
That I've been a part of or launched?
Ooh. Let's say that you've been a part of.
Okay. Honestly, Film Hedge is the most challenging and exciting.
Okay.
The reason it's so exciting is because, honestly,
yeah.
If the creative does it right, I get to help a lot of people.
Okay.
So I really like helping people, like not for fake, like
Yeah.
but for real. Like
Yeah.
I really want to help people's dreams come true. Like if like say for example, in your book of life,
Yeah.
if I can be mentioned, I don't need a page.
Yeah.
If I can be mentioned, then I feel like I've done my job.
Okay. Nice.
So that's what I'm really happy about. That's what I really like.
Okay.
I really love that actually.
Now, let's talk Film Hedge for a second.
Okay.
Can you describe Film Hedge to me as if I were a 10-year-old? So like just break down exactly like what is Film Hedge? What does it do?
All right. So
as if I were a kid.
Okay, which camera? Can I look in this camera here? Let me say something real quick. I am about to explain what Film Hedge is. It is amazing, but I'm going to explain it, and you have to understand every creative that I've met or haven't met, either you've got something out of the situation or you haven't, please listen to what I am about to say. It is not my fault that you may not be able to reach all these parameters that I am telling you about. It doesn't mean we're fake or phony. It means you need to learn more about the business that you are actually in. All right. So with that being said, Film Hedge is a fintech. We offer fintech solutions to film and television.
Okay.
So what we do is we call on the debt it's how 99% of Hollywood is made.
Yeah.
Right. So for example, say you have a film, and you're like, yo, I have this film, and there's like two different levels to that, right? There's you right here, and then there's the studio, right? Yeah. Whatever studio, Sony, Warner, whatever, right? And usually you're like, please, here's my film, or here's my script, please like it. And then the person's looking down like, maybe, well, we need all of these things, right? We want your firstborn. We want the rights to the rights to your movie just in case we make it into a theme park. Yeah. Like all kinds of ridiculousness. Yeah. You won't have ownership of your film until you're dead and gone. Yeah. Like all these things actually exist. If you understand how film is financed, what happens is it all happens in one silo. So you don't know when you're talking to them how it's financed. Mm-hmm. So if you have a film and you're saying, hey, Erik, studio, I want this film made, they'll probably take you to the cleaners. Yeah. But if you know specifically what those companies lean against or lend against, then you'll understand how this sausage is made. Okay. Basically. So what I mean by that is distribution deal with a minimal guarantee. Yeah. Not a distribution deal from your cousin who started a distribution company, but like a real company, like that has assets in the bank that we can go after if things go wrong. Okay. That needs to be bonded. Bonding is an insurance company. Like it's protects you from creatives. Got you. Because, if you ever seen like Entourage and Billy Walsh. Yes. I didn't trust Billy Walsh. Yeah. I don't trust most creatives to do what they're supposed to do in the timely manner in which they're supposed to do it. It's not a knock on creatives. It's not a knock on you. Yeah. Don't shut down. But I know you because you are me and I am you. And you don't trust yourself with that. I mean, it's the truth. You're like, I need $5 more million for what? Yeah. Well, we want to reshoot this for what? Well, the vibe is off and this month feels, but no, I don't have time for that, right? It's a business at the end of the day. Yeah. So you have bonded, you have a distribution deal with a minimal guarantee, international pre-sales, and then tax credits. Mm-hmm. Those are the 5 things I can lend against. Okay. And when I talk about lending against it, that doesn't mean it falls on you. Because I've told Emmy, Oscar award-winning creatives, I've had to sit down and tell them these things. Yeah. They don't know. Yeah. If some of those people I will not name knew what I know, they would make 10, 15 films a year.
Wow.
Because they have the access already.
Ooh.
They have the closure. They just don't know how to do it. Yeah. So they're at the behest of the front office who knows little to nothing about the creative process, right? Which is why you have recycled IP, which is why you have a lack of creativity going on in film and television. No offense to a lot of different presidents and chairmen of the board, but they're doing these things because the numbers say do these things instead of letting creatives be actually creative. So if you have one of those 4 things or all of those 4 or 5 things, I can lend against all that stuff, and it doesn't fall on you.
Yeah.
A horrible example of a bond, and I use this, a horrible example of a bond. We know there was an actor who, somebody died on set.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
And that movie, I think, is still getting made. Okay. It'll still be released. Okay. But if it never was released, the bond would come in and pay all the investors on the debt side back. I see. Okay. And so, the longer the bond stays out, it accrues interest. So those people more than likely made money on that actual film.
Wow.
So it's like, and this is what the studios do, but in-house between 8 different departments. But you don't know that. Most people don't know that.
So you're essentially pulling the veil.
I'm trying to.
Okay.
It just depends on if they'll listen or not, right? And certain creatives listen, certain creatives don't.
Okay, let's take a hypothetical. I am a creative that has talent, that, let's say a filmmaker that's written a project and has 0 money, but wants to do it right. Mm-hmm. And I come to you and I say, hey, Erik, I have this amazing project, amazing IP idea. The script is done. I just do not have the resources to get it done. And I don't want to be in a position where I'm locked into a studio I'm not going to have any ownership or creative say. And I do want to be able to do this and still keep my IP. What do I do next?
You can keep as much IP as you can negotiate. This is what FilmHedge will allow you to do from the filmmaker side, is allow you to negotiate or be at a place where they'll even listen to some kind of negotiation, because you can tell them, like, hey, I have the money. Mm-hmm. Like, I just need you to give me a distribution deal with a minimal guarantee. Okay. I've got the money. So now you can have a different conversation. Gotcha. A great example is Ryan Coogler and his team. Yeah. My business partner spoke to his team. I spoke to his team. This is during the strike, and I was like, hey, look, this is a possibility.
And when you say spoke to his team, like, is it about centers specifically, or just
in general?
Okay, got it.
And then my business partner spoke with them about, I think, 2.5 months after that, and that's why Ryan was like, "Hey, these deals aren't new." Mm. He's telling you they're not new, because they're not. Like, they happen. It's just, the best analogy I can use is if there's every building has a parking deck, right? Yeah. Say everybody has to leave the building at the same time. Yeah. And they all go to their parked cars. And none of the cars start. None of them start. Out of 1,000 people who are in their cars, how many people know what to look for to start that car? Chances are less than 5. Yeah. Right? Yeah. And that's what I'm trying to bring. I'm like, I need you to know how the machine works in order for you to be successful. A lot of people don't want to do that. Ooh. Right? Yeah. We all have cars. Yeah. Do you know anything about your car?
Nothing.
All you know to do is get in there, push the start,
That's
right?
It. Yep.
But what if you took the time out to actually learn about your car in case something happened? Because you know something's going to happen, because there's more than 3,000 parts in a car. Something's going to break, right? Yeah. It takes that extra mile. It takes that discipline. It takes that know-how. There are actors who get on stages, talk shows. They'll get on these panels for all these film festivals and talk about how unfair the industry is without really looking at how the industry map is made. Like, they'll be, well, this is this, and I should be paid more this. And they say, I'm like, you can fix that yourself. Wow. You can literally fix that yourself. Yeah. It's just, do you know how to fix it? That's the question. And so with FilmHedge, we're not going to necessarily teach you. Now, I'll get on the phone with you and talk all day. Yeah. But, we're a fintech that offers that solution. It's the way we kind of structured our stuff is like kind of like a construction loan.
Okay.
So yeah, so we can finance any one of those things. Sorry, if I was long.
No, that's good. That's good. So you talked about solutions. So I want to get into your class because I'm a student. I literally purchased your class. He has a class called, is it the Business of Film Funding?
The Business of Film.
Business of Film. I am actively taking your class right now. Yeah. So can you talk a little bit about how this came about, what the purpose of it is, who you were trying to service with your online class? And I'm enjoying it very much, sir. Yeah.
I mean, there's a lot of examples that are used over and over again, mainly because I want you to see for what it is, right? It's film, the finished product and the adulation of the employees from those films. It's beautiful, it's glamorous, it's all those things. Mm-hmm. But in the end, it's still a business. It's the equivalent to making a car or a license plate or a can of soup. It's still a business, right? Yeah. It's just glamorous and beautiful and all those things, right? So I started the Business of Film because I would speak in Cannes. We're one of the sponsors for the Cannes Film Festival every year, and the Film Finance Forum, all those things. I would go out there and speak to artists, to creatives, to writers, it's all in the creative space. And I look at some of them at these festivals, these small, the Hollywood Shorts, which is a great film festival, the Cannes Film Festival, Afro Cannes, which I love, which happens during Cannes. Okay. And I would look at them and I'm like, I can see the hurt, frustration, sometimes anger, the confusion in all the creatives' faces because essentially they have given a lot of their finite time on this planet to achieve a dream that, for all intents and purposes, is very hard to achieve. Yeah. Like this is, you're in very rare air, right? Yeah. People who actually get a film to market, I don't care if it's Tubi. Yeah. I don't care if it's YouTube. It takes an immense amount of can-do spirit and focus to get those things done. And so I'm looking at these people and I'm like, they don't know this stuff. And I'm telling them, they're like, whoa, what? And they're asking me these questions. And so afterwards, usually, if I'm on a panel, I have a ton of people afterwards like, what does this mean? What does this mean? And I just speak in very layman's terms, like, look, this is what you need to do so you can create an edge for yourself to get to your dream. So that's why I did it. Wow. So we wrote 4 textbooks, like 80 quizzes, 4 major tests, 4 assessments, 8 hours of lecture. And I did that because I want to be able I just want to help, for real, no BS. I really want to help because everybody is important. Like, do you understand? Like, yes, I really mean that. Like, if I feel like I'm important, then who am I to think that somebody else is less important and their journey is less important? So that's the real reason why I made the course. And I'm speaking to people who can open the floodgates to kind of show executives that are, and the reason they play it safe is because, hey, they might lose their job if this movie doesn't do what it's supposed to do. Right, exactly. These people will lose their job. So I want to make sure those creatives know, like, this is the business side of this. Yeah. You need to understand the business side of film so then you can leverage your creative with the business side. And that's why I did that.
So someone who has taken your class, listened to you, what does success look like? And then do you have artists who have done this, and what does their success map look like? What's the potential of what?
Yeah, I mean, they can make their own films. I mean, legitimately make their own films. Look, a great example is I was talking to a very famous legend artist, right? Yeah. And they've done everything you can think of. And I was talking to them about, movies and stuff. And they were like, well, what are you looking for in film for you to finance? I was like, quite honestly, brother, I don't care if it's, Tupac, Betty White, and Geraldo Rivera in your film. Is it, is it structured correctly? Yeah. From a finance standpoint? Mm. I think he understands, but once he learns really all of this stuff that I'm teaching people is he already has the connections to get the attachments to get the pre-sale numbers and to get the minimal guarantee MG numbers to build up so we can lend against that.
Gotcha.
Do you understand? Like he already has that there.
Yeah.
But without the knowledge, he's climbing an uphill battle.
Got you.
When I say it's so easy
Wow.
for established people to get those dreams out,
Yeah.
it's easy for people who may not be established but have those relationships to get their dreams actually out. It's astounding.
Wow.
It really is.
Yeah.
You know, because you're basically telling a studio, I don't need your money right now.
Yeah.
Save that.
Yeah.
Just give me the money when we complete the film, which then makes their stockholders happy, et cetera. You know, keep going. So, yeah.
Let's talk AI.
Okay.
So a lot of filmmakers, creatives, the entire industry is very on edge about AI. There's a lot of fear it's going to be taking people's jobs. Creatively people are going to make AI movies.
They should be.
Ooh.
They should be terrified.
They should be terrified.
Absolutely.
Okay, gotcha. All right, why should they be terrified?
All right, so Holly Shorts, first of all, Holly Shorts is an amazing Oscar qualifying short film festival.
Okay.
That happens every year. And they do, when I was on their panel, I was, you know, it's a film finance panel, but I spoke about this 2 years ago. I'm like, hey, this is going to change everything you know about filmmaking.
Yeah.
And the nuances of filmmaking, right? Okay. And so we started, one of the companies I started is a AI studio called 728, right?
Okay.
And the reason I did that was because we were coming up with new animations. There's a guy, David Blake, he's called The Blasian on Instagram. Listen, that's just his name.
Great name.
Shout out to you, Dave. But when I met him in Cannes 2 years ago, he was talking about this on a Microsoft panel. I believe it was a Microsoft panel. From that point to like 8 months out, he received, I think, 8 figures to create a studio with his partners, an AI studio.
Okay.
And what this dude is doing, not only is he doing it and showing you, he's showing you where you can do it. And that's what I love about him. That's why I have the immense respect. He's not gatekeeping the knowledge. He's sharing it. One of my potential collaborators is currently writing regulations or a guide for a major studio, one of the major four, about AI and how you can use it for their platform moving forward.
Goodness.
I'm black. I don't know if you guys can see this, right? Let me just say this. I am black. I know I'm black.
Yeah.
I think she knows I'm black.
Yes.
I think, was it Cornell West? Somebody said when white people catch a cold, black people catch pneumonia. And the reason, I want everybody to learn. I don't care what color you are. I want you to learn because you're a human being. Now, saying that,
yeah,
if you look like me, you better figure this out quick.
Yeah.
Real fast, because the landscape of film and television is looking completely different.
Yeah.
I was born in the 80s, right? Yeah. And if you look at kids, you know, I'm a professor too. Yeah. So when you look at kids and you're looking at how they're getting their dreams out, it has nothing to do with the traditional format of film and TV.
Right.
That's reserved for us. You know, like you're born in the 90s, you're born in the 80s, 76. That's still a badge of honor. Like my show is on television, or my movies on the big screen in the theaters.
Yeah.
This is changing very, very quickly.
So okay, well, let me go back.
Okay.
So let's talk 728.
Uh-huh.
You have an AI production company.
Uh-huh.
What is this AI production company doing? What I mean by that is, are you guys in the process of producing projects?
Uh-huh.
Is AI, explain it to me.
Okay, yeah. All right, so, okay, here's a great example. If I offered you $1 million cash right now, or a penny that doubled every day for 30 days, which one would you take?
I should take the penny that doubles every day for 30 days.
It ends up being like $2 million, something like that. At the end of 30 days, ends up being roughly $2 million.
Yeah.
That's what's happening with AI.
Okay.
It's doubling and tripling upon itself damn near daily, right? Yeah. So literally when David was talking in Cannes, I remember what he was talking about.
Yeah.
He made a short film, which was, it was mind-blowing.
Yeah.
It's talking about D-Day as a soldier. That stuff that he made a year and a half, 2 years ago is infantile to what he's doing now.
Wow.
You can take your cell phone. I'll give you an example. I used to want to make a cartoon. I was like, I want to make this cartoon. How do I make this cartoon? And I talked to resources. They're like, Erik, we can do 30 minutes. It'll probably cost, between $250,000 to $1.5 million for a spec. Mm-hmm. I can do it now on my cell phone. Not only can I do it on my cell phone, I can record us. If we're recording this right here, you can do an AI overlay in a specific animated style that is 1-to-1 volumetric. So that means I don't need an animator anymore. Yeah. Sorry, I respect you, but unless you're doing unless you're catching up with the times, you're going to be left behind.
How do we get ahead of as creatives? How do we get ahead of it, or have we already missed the boat?
No. You can get ahead of it. Oh, there's always a chance. You had to be obsessed with it.
Obsessed with AI or obsessed with the creative process?
Obsessed with whatever technology that's going to make it easier for you to go to market.
Okay, understood.
That's why I talk about, I don't want to, this is not a sales thing for the course. What I'm saying is you had to be obsessed with your success.
Yeah.
Like, oh my gosh. Oh man, now I didn't mean, I did not think that through. I did not realize it rhymed. But you had to be obsessed with it because it's going to lead you down paths to where you can thrive.
Yeah.
So you got to understand, hey, what new models are coming out now? What is the new lip sync time for these models, right?
Okay.
There was this thing called Cartoon Animator.
Yeah.
Right? Which was revolutionizing how you animated content.
Yeah.
Listen, no disrespect to Cartoon Animator, but I'm seeing these people really hold up their cell phones, film this, and then do different takes, overlay it with the animation, and then cut it up. I'm like, they just made a whole animated.
Yeah.
It's amazing. Absolutely amazing. I'll show you on my cell phone. Yeah.
Gotcha. So we need to be on this.
Oh yeah, it's all over.
Yesterday. Understood.
Yeah. It's all over.
All right, so you talked about success. So, and being obsessed with success. Is that? Did I say it right?
Yeah.
Gotcha. I had to say it again. So, in your experience, what kills more dreams? Is it perfectionism or procrastination?
What kills more dreams? Self-doubt. Look, for you to be able to do what you do, right? Yeah. For me to be able to do what I'm doing, I had to be an idiot. I mean, you had to be an idiot to believe in yourself against all the odds that logic will tell you may not happen, more than likely will not happen.
Yeah.
Or you can have the audacity of a middle-aged Midwestern white man.
Come on.
And then you have that confidence, anything is possible. It's true. And I respect it. I do respect it. I like it. I can do anything. You had to be that stupid to believe in yourself.
That's good. I love that. All right. So if you were given $10 million to reinvent
Ferrari.
Hilarious.
Okay, sorry.
To reinvent media and education from scratch, what would you remove from programs? And then what would you build? Am I going to get you in trouble?
Yeah. No. I mean, look, media in traditional institutions and specialized traditional institutions are outdated.
Yeah.
And they are taking they're teaching you that here's an analogy, right? They're teaching you that there are fish in the pond.
Yeah.
But they're not teaching you how to go get the fish in the pond.
Yeah.
Right? They're teaching you how to look at the fish in the pond, how to light the fish in the pond. But if you want to go get the fish in the pond, we're not going to teach you that. We just don't.
Yeah.
Because they're not privy to it.
Yeah.
what I'm trying to tell you is the knowledge that I possess, the knowledge that my business partners possess in this field specifically will literally make you a ton of money and make sure that you can do what you're supposed to do to make sure your dreams are come true. That way people won't be able to do you dirty.
Right.
Like, if anything, like I remember I made a documentary in grad school. I was getting my master's degree in finance and marketing, MBA, right? Mm-hmm. And for some reason, after we would go to our classes, we would go to this place called Slice. It was in the early 2000s.
Yeah, off of Peter Street.
Yeah, Nelly was on top of the charts. You know, good time. And I'll never forget it. This brother was like, man, I can't wait till I get my degree so I can date a whole bunch of white women.
Oh, gosh. Oh.
Hear me out. I know. It's not me saying that. I was like, okay, that's cool, but why specifically white women? And this big argument with these strangers I never met. I was like, oh, this is interesting. So, and I would ask the question again in different party settings, and it would have the exact same effect. So I decided, I'm like, oh, I'm gonna make a documentary. Now, I never made a film before. So I made this documentary called Why Do Black Men Date White Women?
Wow.
And
where can we find this?
Oh, I don't know. Okay. I got it on a DVD. Okay. So listen, they bootlegged my movie.
Oh, God.
I sold like 5,000 copies.
Wow.
In 2005 or something like that. I did film festivals. When Atlantic Station first opened, we had like 5,000 people outside.
Yeah.
And they were so happy because everybody was buying concessions because that's how theaters really make their money.
Yeah.
And they allowed us to have the screening, multiple screenings. I was only supposed to do one. They let me have like 5. But I learned a very important lesson then about like how to do film. Like, you know, like you got to kind of do it on your own and learn and fall and learn and fall again. Yeah. That's also, I'm pretty sure, how I got an A in my economics class.
Wow.
Because I let my professor skip the line because the line was all the way out in Atlantic Station.
Wow.
Like Theater 2 was all the way out down in the street. It was crazy. So I was like, oh, professor, come on through, man. Don't worry about it. He brought his wife, made him feel like VIP.
Wow.
And, you know, I still did my homework, but I feel like he
So what was your biggest lesson from making that documentary?
That people date who they want to date. Okay. Oh, you talking about the business lesson?
Oh, okay. Yes. Okay. That's fine. Yes.
Okay, the business lesson. I remember specifically that they charged me $1,500 more to show it on DVD rather than have it converted for film at $35,000. Because it was digital. And I said, you do, and I remember, I'll never forget this. I'm like, you do know that all theaters will be digital in the next 10 years. And they would argue me down. Wow. And I'm like, just like the Panasonic DVX changed how film was made with the 23.9 or 23.5 frames per second, just like these amazing cameras here, change is going to be inevitable. Yeah. It's can you capture it? That's why I talk about AI the way I talk about it. Yeah. You know, you're talking about these, back in my day, and this is how I film, and this is not real. She is real. And so the biggest lesson is that change is always constant, and you got to pick up on it quick. Okay.
I'm really curious about this next question.
Okay.
What's a belief that you hold that most people in your/our industry would completely disagree with?
Say that again. Ask me that question.
So
again.
What's a belief that you have that most people, let's say in the entertainment industry, would disagree with?
Oh man, man, because I'm not trying to burn any bridges. So okay, I know. my whole belief system now that John and Mickey and myself have actually taught ourselves is that I now look at film not as this big, beautiful, awe-inspiring dream, and I look at it more like a business transaction than I have ever looked at it before. And the faster people understand that this is a transaction that takes place, the better they will be able to move in life. If you know, because sometimes people will hold on to that script or to that actor. This is my baby. And I tell people all the time, hey, man, switch this actor out because you're not going to get that. You want $7 million for your film. You want $10 million for your film. You want $40 million for your film. And you want the lead actor to be this person. Well, they're only worth this much in the international market. For the territories, they're only worth this much for domestic. You need to go higher. You need to go lower, et cetera, et cetera, et cetera. And so now that I understand that, I look at it. That's why I speak so bluntly about it. Like, I don't know. We can't do that.
How would you tell actors to position themselves? If I know like you're not on that side
of things,
but how can it because we are in a very transactional business. How would an actor position themselves?
I would tell established actors who don't think they are I would tell established actors who complain that they are not getting paid the same amount. Right? I would tell them to pivot.
Come on, king of the pivot. Yes, the professor of the pivot.
That is so cool.
you can take that. It's yours. It's yours.
You heard that, right?
Yes.
Okay, so I would tell them to start aligning themselves up with different projects that would raise their value. It reminds me of the power of suggestion, or the power of thought through suggestion, or the power of thought through speaking speaks volumes, right? I remember one of the earliest memories I have of that is, it's paradigm shifting, right? So the earliest memory is Rush Limbaugh. Yeah, it's crazy, right? My dad always was like, I want to know what everybody thinks, just so I'm aware, right? So Rush Limbaugh would come on the television. He would be on TV, and he'd be sitting in front of like a bookshelf, just talking crazy. And at the end of every show, he would be like, from the greatest talk show host in America. There was no reason. He wasn't on major television. He's like and then, I mean, it was like clockwork. Like a year later, the TV Guide had Oprah, Geraldo, like Donahue, or something like that. And then they had Rush Limbaugh. And then it's like, is Rush Limbaugh the greatest talk show host ever? And I'm like, what the hell? Right? Same thing with, let's use T.I., right? T.I. came out and he said, I'm the king of the South. Right? Just said it. Right? Now, I'm sure he had his reasons, because, I mean, he's an amazing fucking talent. Oh, I'm sorry.
It's okay.
He's an amazing talent. Right? But if you really look at what he said when he said it, with all the established acts that came out of the South, it's almost like the audacity, right? You have to have the audacity. He kept saying it. He kept saying it. He kept saying it. Then they said, well, is he the king of the South? Well, he's the king of the South. And now that's his moniker. Like, do you understand? Like, so, like, you have to be able to understand that these artists, the actors, have to position themselves in such a way to where they are in everything, around everything. They don't take offense to not being, to being counted out, and just keep raising their value overall. And then they'll fix their own problem. The problem is they don't know that's the problem. They don't know that, hey, listen, I've watched it. People who look like me, people who don't look like me, men, women, doesn't matter. Well, they only offered me this much money, and I can't believe it, and I've done this, this, and this. And I'm part of this, this, and this. But do you know what the international pre-sale market is saying? It's over 100 plus territories. Do you know what you're worth over there? Because every single actor of note, it's a formula.
You're making me think of Will Smith right now. Like, in that, if you read his book, he talks about how he wanted to be, I want to say, like, the biggest movie star. And he looked at, I want to say it was Sylvester Stallone, was it? And who specifically intentionally went international, like went overseas, make sure that he was promoting his movies overseas. And Will Smith started adapting that, and then he essentially became the biggest movie star of,
absolutely,
arguably of all time.
I'll give you an example real quick. You ever seen the movie Doctor Strange?
Yes.
All right. So in the comic book, the person he learns from, I believe, is a Tibetan monk, right? But in Doctor Strange, the monk wasn't from Tibet. Matter of fact, it was a white woman, right? So some people who don't know the business are like, oh, well, they're just whitewashing the character.
Oh, yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
Well, let's look a little deeper. Let's look at the business side of this film, right? One of the biggest markets in all of this planet is China. Mm-hmm. China, Tibet, don't necessarily. They got history.
Wow.
Right? So if they would have went with the Tibetan monk situation, they wouldn't have showed the movie in China, which would have vastly affected their box office sales.
Wow.
That's why they don't reference it.
Yeah.
That's why the monk is white.
Yeah.
Because they don't want any, like, hey, man, you know what? We don't even want to possibly piss these people off.
Right.
Let's just go with this. And these are the business decisions that I'm talking about. It's not that you aren't worth anything. It's how do you position yourself to be worth something by doing, like, and I say that with the T.I. thing. I say that, with the Rush Limbaugh thing, to make people understand, like, take yourself seriously, but also understand there's a business element to this that you may not be seeing.
Yeah.
All you fancy, super famous people. Because they can, listen, they all start, every actor starts a production company. Every athlete starts a production company, right?
Yeah.
It's just what they do.
Yeah.
Once you master, one thing I notice is once people master their field of expertise, they all go into film.
Interesting.
Construction people,
Yeah.
they start financing film.
Why do you think that is?
I don't know, because it's the most sexy industry on the planet.
Yeah. Outwardly sexy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because, I would say something about the music industry, but I like all my friends in the music industry.
What would you say about the music industry?
Yep. Come on over to film. That's why they convert.
Okay. How can film not become what happened to the industry? Or is it too late?
It's going through a massive restructuring. I talk about in SVOD, AVOD, Fast, all these things are
What SVOD is
streaming video on demand.
Got you, okay.
Advertising video on demand and Fast. Like, do you know what the number one Fast channel on the planet is?
What is it?
YouTube.
Oh, okay, gotcha.
People think, Tubi is a Fast channel.
Yes.
YouTube's a Fast channel. Roku's Fast channels.
Yeah.
Like, so when you see these people starting these random channels,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
It's important to note why. What is an ad stack? How do these ad stacks work? Like, I see so many different people starting these niche fast channels or niche streaming video services. And I'm like, dude, you got to serve the greater good. This is a business. I know some situations are underrepresented. Mm-hmm. I know that.
Yeah.
Shoot, we're underrepresented.
Yeah, absolutely.
Right? How do you fix that? Know the business.
Okay.
You got to know. Once you have a roadmap of the business, then I'm like, oh, this is, what? It's equivalent to like, this is what I do. I do this. You ever been to like a restaurant and they have like those kids meals?
Yes.
Or the kids menus?
Yes.
I always get a kids menu.
Are you kidding me?
I'm a grown man.
Now, do you order from the kids menu?
No. I would if I could.
Okay.
But I eat way too much food.
Okay.
Because
I order from the kids menu. So yes.
But I'll do the maze.
Okay. Oh, okay. Got you.
I just do the maze. But I want you to look at the Hollywood or the film and television industry roadmap from the business perspective, like you would look at a maze. You're looking at the maze essentially from 30,000 feet in the air, right? When you're in the maze, you're like, why am I not getting this?
Yeah.
Why are they getting paid more? What right?
Yeah.
You have to understand. Like another great example is we will trick ourselves. I am going to say this, Black people. We have all these amazing festivals.
Yeah.
We have these amazing film festivals. But, I've always wanted to speak at a festival that was for us. We don't, and I still will.
Yeah.
But we speak in Cannes, Holly Shorts, right.
I've never been asked, but
right.
Continue.
Yeah. So I'm trying to say, look, guys, we have the key to your success, to the very things that you guys get on these platforms and talk about some of the main problems.
Yeah.
And sometimes it just doesn't, and because they need to know. If they just knew, they would. Yeah.
So, okay, this is going to be my last question.
Yeah.
I went to an event and Eric Thomas was speaking, and he said that his motivation is that he feels like his people, Black people, are losing. Mm-hmm. And that's his motivation for, doing what he does. And I feel like I hear you saying the same thing on the film and TV side. So as it pertains to the Black creative, And I mean, because I think that we're in a very unique space. I think people like Tyler Perry has shown us what we can do with a for us, by us method of producing and owning content. But how can you specifically help the Black creative thrive?
What I'm going to say this first. What Tyler Perry has done from a business standpoint is nothing short of amazing. I will forever and a day, it is amazing.
Yeah.
When we were younger, when I got out of grad school, I'm like, hey, before I knew what he was doing, we were like, hey, we could do this, this, and this.
Yeah.
He's actually doing that. And every studio in the state of Georgia, as it pertains to right now, is under 40% occupancy with the exception of Tyler Perry Studio.
Wow. And they're under 40% occupancy because so much of the project's going overseas.
In the tax, listen, they choke the tax credit, which is the reason for that.
Okay.
The tax credit is in a bottleneck.
Okay.
So people are having to wait 18 to 24 months to receive their tax credits.
Understood.
Which has slowed down everything.
Got you.
And I've talked to heads of studios trying to convince them. I've talked to major managing businesses that are in film and television. Like, hey, you have these assets. Leverage these assets. Hey, studio, you leverage your studio and you guys can spend back up because we have the money. We want to spend it.
Yeah.
What he's been able to do is understand the system.
Yeah.
And use it to his advantage.
Yeah.
Everything I am talking about all the time, every day with the famous people, the not famous people, the relationship people, is that learn how to package, create those relationships, create that distro deal. People, the difference between, a first look deal, right?
Mm-hmm.
Like people are like, oh yeah, this first look deal is great. First look deal is great.
Yeah.
But they have other deals out there that you can.
Yeah.
Like they need to know about.
Yeah.
But I want them to look it up. Look it up. There's more to life than a first look deal.
Yeah.
You know? I have a tremendous amount of admiration. And the reason I try to talk to my people, because I know we are amazingly creative and we are mined daily for our culture and our creativity.
Absolutely.
It's just, whether it's put through a Brita filter and the Kardashians have it,
right,
and we constantly sell off a lot of different things. And I'm like, look, just learn the business first.
Yeah.
Learn the business. I get that you're creative. I get that you can act. I get that you're funny. I get that all those things. Learn the business.
Yeah.
And then, create while you're learning the business.
Yeah.
Do something because this ain't it.
Yeah.
And what's going to happen is, my fear is, Google had the YouTube ad Armageddon a few years ago. I want to say what? Ooh, man. What year is this?
2025.
Okay, yeah. So they had an ad Armageddon where they basically slashed the residual money you were making from advertising.
Right.
And people panicked. People who were making $3-4 million were slashed to like $700,000-800,000.
Yeah.
It was crazy.
Yeah.
You don't own the platform that your content is on.
Yeah.
I get that. But understand where else you can go just in case those things happen.
Understood.
Don't be okay with just one place.
Understood.
Because the more you're stabilized in this, and they can switch it up at any given time.
Right.
Any given time. You're seeing it happen with Tubi. There's a bottleneck right now with Tubi. Some platforms, like people are like, oh man, we're making our money from the ad stack, blah, 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 blah. That's great. But what if all of a sudden their CTO says, you know what, we really like what YouTube's doing. No longer are the production companies that have those creator deals with Tubi, which those movies go through.
Yeah.
What if all of a sudden they said, you know what? Everybody can upload.
Yeah.
What happens to those companies then?
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
So it's just constantly understanding the shifting dynamics in the business. It's shiny, it's sexy, it's cool. I was in Cannes when Denzel got the Palme d'Or for before they premiered Highest to Lowest. I get all that stuff.
Yeah.
I get to walk the car. That's great. I love it. But Film Hedge, what differentiates us, going back to that real quick, from everybody else is we want to talk to the filmmaker. Now I'm gonna tell you what to do. I'm not gonna hold your hand.
Yeah.
But go get it done. Like we're one of the largest financing platforms globally. for film and television. We see almost $2 billion a year in projects. We underwrite, which basically means review. We might not finance it, but we underwrite at least 10% of Hollywood.
Wow.
I mean, some of the movies you wouldn't believe.
Yeah.
Right? And so understand when we talk about, I had somebody tell me one time, and I've been talking to them for months.
Yeah.
Oh, we're not going to use pre-sales because, people aren't going to the theaters. I'm like, that's not what that means.
Right. Yeah.
I've been talking to you for months. You haven't told me. Tell me if you don't know something. So I tell people all the time, I don't know what that is. Can you tell me?
Yeah.
Just,
I feel the passion.
Yeah, okay.
Yes,
yeah.
I love it.
Okay, sorry about that.
I'm so happy I didn't gatekeep you. I wanted to make sure the audience got a chance to experience you.
Yeah.
So thank you so much. All right, we're not done with you yet. All right,
Okay.
We're doing our table topic. So you have to choose a card and
right.
answer whatever card you get.
Okay.
Wait, okay, you can say it. Yes.
Yeah.
What's the question?
My bad. Have you ever tried to copy a celebrity's hairstyle?
Oh, okay.
Oh,
good.
absolutely.
Which celebrity?
Well, I do a lot of random things.
Yes.
So I made me and my friend, we decided to make a New Jack Swing hip hop album.
Oh.
Yeah. we had like 3 million downloads. I don't know exactly what that meant.
Oh my God.
Yeah. And then there's a newspaper called Creative Loafing.
Yes, yeah.
We were best new hip hop artist.
Oh my goodness.
And I grew a flat top, a real tall flat top.
What year was this though?
Oh, yeah. Well, we were the number 2018. Listen,
Wow.
I'm in the middle of my midlife crisis.
Oh my gosh.
But
yeah.
we were the number 1 adult contemporary dad rap duo in the country.
That dad
I also
rap.
made that up. So, but it's, it was. We were. It's called The Black and Mild. And
Okay. Is it still on? Is it on Spotify?
we took it off
because
you can see the music video still, but we took all the clothes from the Bobby Brown movie.
Yeah.
When they were done with it.
When they were filming it.
Yeah, and we bought all those clothes and just.
So go check out Black and Mild right now. Yes. Reignite dad rap.
Yes. Also, I got you something.
Oh.
Okay, I brought it. I'm going to bring you more.
Oh my goodness.
So one of the companies I own is called the Sweat Company.
Yes, I saw that. Yes.
Okay, so you want to know?
Hilarious.
So you want to know what?
Yes.
Okay, I'll tell you real quick. All right, so just before COVID hit, I had, women on Instagram were like, a real man this, a real man that. And I'm like, dude, I got a whole bunch of real dudes. I can just introduce you to them. So I made this thing called Erik's Single Man Emporium.
Yes.
And so I just got a whole bunch of guys together. I called a whole bunch of them like, hey man, you single? They're like, yo, what's up? No, like, are you publicly single? They're like, oh no, So then I got a whole bunch of publicly single men.
Yeah.
And made this like roster.
Yeah.
And then we end up getting like 3 million views on my Instagram story. So then I threw a party, and I came up with an idea for a give back for the brothers because because women were like, I want number 10. I didn't say the men had kids.
Yes.
I didn't say anything that women typically do to check a person off their list.
Yeah.
And I gave them sweatpants. And all gray sweatpants, and all the women started cheering. And so then I started a company called Eggplant Sweats. If you got it, flaunt it. Package for your package. And they were in the top 10% of Shopify.
This is wild.
Yeah, and then so I got you.
Oh,
I got you
goodness.
2 Eggplant Sweats shirts.
Oh my gosh!
Sweaters.
Thank
and then,
you.
And then one
Can
is
I open them up
yeah,
now?
yeah. Go ahead.
And so I saw the little website, and one of them was like, "My eyes are up here."
Yeah.
That was my favorite one.
So this is this. I think
this is
what is this
so
one? The logo.
good. Look, yes,
okay,
the one with the logo.
Yeah.
Like, can I show
Yeah,
it on
it's cool.
camera?
Yeah. So Eggplant Sweats.
This is perfect. Oh my gosh.
And as you notice,
Zoom
on the
in.
very bottom, there's an eggplant right there. And what we did was, I tell people all the time, the wheel doesn't need to be reinvented. All you had to do is change the tread on the tire, right? And so the logo is the size of the Polo logo. And that's where Polo keeps their logos on their things. So, and then the next one is something.
Oh gosh, should I open up this one?
Yeah, you're fine. All of this stuff.
Maybe for our PG-13 crowd.
Yeah. What does that say? Oh, yeah. Well, yeah, you guys can deduce what that means.
No, this is great.
Yeah. So, some things, you just...
Wait.
Yeah.
SHWR over...
Greater than... There we go.
What?
You got it. You got it, America. All right.
My intern just whispered.
Yeah. So,
Grower. Hilarious. Oh my God. I cannot wait to win
I don't make the rules.
So look.
And also, peach sweats. We have peach sweats for women too. So I got some stuff
Are you
for you
serious?
when it gets in. Yeah. So.
This is so good. You're about to make us go viral. I love it.
EggPlantSweats.com.
Thank you so much.
Right.
Hold on. Wait, we're not done. I have 5 rapid fire questions and then I'll let you go.
Okay.
All right, you ready?
Uh-huh.
Early morning or night owl?
Night owl.
What's one personal motto that you live by?
Just go do it.
I love it. What's your go-to movie for relaxing?
My go-to movie?
Yes.
Like my real go-to movie?
Yes.
Anything in the DC animated universe.
Oh, so like Superman.
Yeah, like Justice League Doom.
Okay.
Justice League War.
You're a DC guy over Marvel.
I'm a big comic book guy.
Okay, gotcha.
So I'm still mad that Hugh Jackman is 6'3".
Oh.
In the movies, because Wolverine is 5'2".
Really?
Yeah.
I never knew that.
Yeah, he's 5'2".
Wow.
And it bothers my soul. He's an amazing actor.
Yeah.
I mean, he played Wolverine.
That's one of those
amazingly.
details. I love finding out details like that.
Yeah,
I had no idea.
Yeah.
Coolest event you've ever been to in Atlanta?
Ooh. Anything Wally Sparks does.
Who was Wally Sparks?
He's an amazing DJ. He owned something. He's the one who started the R&B party.
Okay.
This is
nice.
in the early, 2014, 2015.
Oh, okay.
He used to throw them at the basement where Graveyard used to be.
Yeah.
And I would go to any of that. And then whatever Luther throws. And then also Whiskey Mistress, Flip Flop Sundays. I used to go to Flip Flop Sundays when it was at Flip Flops.
Okay.
And so, yeah.
Nice.
And I love Deeper, too. You think you go Deeper. It's a
I've never
once-a-month
even
party.
heard of Deeper.
As you can tell, I be outside.
I love it. Yes. Put us on game. All right, last question. You talked about the Cannes Film Festival. Where do you stay? Or where should someone stay? And where should you eat?
All right. So if you love bread and cheese and tomatoes.
I do.
Yeah, well, then that's everywhere.
Okay, got
You can eat everywhere.
I could eat that all day, every day.
La Speakeasy. The name is La Speakeasy only during the film festival.
Oh, really?
During Cannes Line, it changes the name.
Really?
But La Speakeasy is my place. They'll, La Arc, they'll light the piano on fire and then they dance on the piano. We dance on the piano, Speakeasy. The food is really good there.
Okay.
Where should you stay? This past year, we had the 5-story building.
Okay.
So we just rented out the whole building, and at the top is a pool, and you can retract the roof and stuff.
Yeah.
But yeah, I like that. Or Lagarite.
Okay.
Lagarite. Well, Lagarite is the restaurant.
Okay.
So you can only get there by yacht. So if you go by boat, they'll turn you around. And so you go there, if you get there, and as soon as it's a private island.
Wow.
And have you ever seen LeBron James? He was dancing to Not Like Us.
Yeah.
You saw that video?
Yeah.
That's at Lagarite. So it's Jeff Bezos was there. So it's like that. I watched a guy literally buy $1.5 million worth of champagne on a Wednesday in the middle of the day.
Wow.
And that's after the guy before him spent $1 million. The guy before him spent $750,000. The guy before him. And we had the largest table with 14 people.
What
So
I'm hearing
this
is
a
get
flex.
your coins up. way up. Got it.
Yeah, man. But there's a number of places you can stay.
Okay.
Yeah, there's a number. The hotels are amazing.
Yeah.
You know, like
I've not been to the festival, but I've
you
been
got
to
to come.
Cannes. It's amazing.
Come during. Listen,
I'm coming next year for sure.
I'm trying to get.
Cannes 2026. I will be there for sure.
All right, I'm telling you.
Awesome. Eric, you are a gem. You are a gift. Thank you so much. Can we give a round of applause for Erik Gordon? And make sure you tune in and subscribe to the ActUp Podcast. Thank you. Hey y'all, thank you so much for tuning into the ActUp Podcast. If something in this episode lit a fire in you, don't keep it to yourself. Share it with another actor or creator or another dreamer. This show is powered by Rad GPT, The Break-In. This is my digital audition prep service that helps you prep like a pro and perform with purpose. Head to www.radgpt.org to start your own scene prep breakthrough. And if you want to keep this conversation going, sign up for my newsletter, Beyond the Backdrop. It's where we talk about the business and the becoming behind the work. I am Raven Drummer, your host, and remember, please take flight.